joining from everywhere, from all over the world. Are you new, Richard, or
Yes, this is my first time, and I not from this world. I come from another planet.
So now we're going to the moon and other planets. So that's great.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's
The
great.
the get well planet.
The Get Well planet. That's very wonderful because since we are working with universal energy, we are indeed not limited to this planet, to this body. In the art of Jin Shin, we use our hands to harmonize our body. And since we all have a lot going on, I guess these days, a lot going on, today I wanted to practice with you a simple 3-step flow to harmonize toxicity. And let's start right away. We'll place our hand over our shoulder. Yes. And so Richard, in the art of Jin Shin, we work with 26 locations. And these locations, because of our lifestyle or stress or older stuff, they can close. And when one or more are closed, it can cause disharmony in the energy flow of the body. And that's why we can get, disease or disharmony or not feel good. So we are holding here 11, and if you can reach it, you can hold 3 as well. 3. And each of these locations, they have a spiritual meaning and a practical meaning. So for a practical meaning, 11 releases stress, and 3 boosts the immune system. And so as we're holding it, we're getting right into it. So dropping your shoulders, if you can. Yeah, drop them. And, if you can sit back and relax, that's very nice because you want to be very comfortable. That's right. And then just feel your breath becoming a little bit deeper and it's going slowly into your lower abdomen, where the parasympathetic nervous system functions well. It's when we breathe from the abdomen. So the other hand, we'll place it on the 23. So we're holding like this. 11, 3, if you can reach it, and 23. And 23 really, and I don't know if this is comfortable for you, but you can always go a little bit lower, or you can also use the back of your hand like this. So it's very important that you're always comfortable. And just, we just hold these positions for a few minutes till the energy starts to move. And the way we feel the energy starting to move is that you may feel a pulsation coming up from the locations. So a gentle pulsation. And so that's why we don't press, we just hold it gently. And that's the energy movement. When you feel the pulsation, that means the energy is beginning to move and it begins to spiral from the skin surface all the way to the center of the body, to the deepest part, to the core. So taking a few breaths here. And so this is a toxic flow for toxicity, any kind of toxicity. Can be physical toxicity if you have taken in toxins. If you feel emotionally toxic, then this is great. And also, since 11 helps us to release stress, it's a great flow also to harmonize stress in the body. So 3 helps us with the inhale and the exhale. 3 is located right at the top of the blade. The inhale and the exhale. So for our respiratory system. And then with 11, we unload. So if this is not very comfortable for you, then you can slide your hand a little bit more to the front and hold 11 and 22. So just lower it a little bit. It's always, like I said, very important to make it comfortable for us. And just a word about 23. 23 also helps to get rid of toxins in the body. 23 harmonizes fear and anxiety. And fear and anxiety can cause toxins, right? We get all these, hormones start to rush in the body, and that can be toxic too much for the body. So with 23, will help to unload it. And I just studied all of this and I'm already forgetting. What was it again? Serotonin and all these rushy, substances in our body. So we don't have to know all of it to practice jinshin. We just need to place our hands, and that's accessible for everybody. So this hold is also great for obsessive compulsive behavior, or people sometimes ask me about sugars in the body, diabetes, and projects like that. The 23s are really important, and also for blood circulation. So when we practice these simple holds, we're really getting into so many different levels and helping the body, harmonizing the body. This is also a great flow. If you go out and you overeat and you have eaten too much or drunk too much or anything like that, this is a body cleanser. It's a very powerful flow. Actually, it's not in any of the books. So you gotta remember this one. So yeah, Richard, you look really chill, so that's good. For your first time, starting to relax. Again, just remembering and reminding yourself to drop your shoulders and feel your breath becoming a little bit deeper. So let's just take a few more breaths here, being aware that the breath moves out, exhale all the way to the toes. And then at the toes, we inhale the energy up the back, bringing in clean, fresh air. And then again, we exhale from the top of our head all the way to our toes, letting go of everything we don't need. So this little toxic flow is very simple. It's just 3 steps. So I'm on the 23 here. '23 is the only location on the 4th depth, on the 4th cycle of energy. It harmonizes muscle conditions. The function is muscle and also helps back projects. And then let's gently take our hand off the 23 and we leave our hand on 11 and 3 and we'll place it on 15, which is in the groin area. Yeah, so it's like if you would have your hand in the pocket, that's exactly where it would be, where it feels comfortable for you. So now we're holding 11, if you can reach it, 3 or 22 and 15. Again, right here at the upper thigh or in the groin area. And 15 also allows for us to exhale, to let go of toxins and everything we don't need. So with the exhale, just let it go. 15 also helps circulation in the legs. 15 is very important for pre and post surgery too, to keep the blood in place. And I've used it on people before surgery. And one of her colleagues had a surgery and she said that she received the 15 sequence every day, twice a day. So 15s are important for our body circulation and also bringing about joy and happiness, which is really the opposite of all the other emotions we can have, really, when we're angry and then or sad. And if you bring in happiness and joy, then we really cannot experience the sadness and the anger. So Mary Burmeister, the lady who brought Jin Shin to the West, she said, wash our hearts with laughter. And she was talking about this location, the 15. So let's take one more breath here. And then we'll take off our hand from the 11 and place it on location number 6, which is the sole of the foot. If you can reach it, if that's hard for you to reach, by the way, you can go on the inside of the knee It's okay, Richard? Yeah. Okay, so 6 is nice to hold. It's like very comfortable. If you give yourself a little bit of pressure there, it feels actually really nice. The kidney flow moves through there. So now we're holding 15 and 6 together. 6 located right here at the sole of the foot. And 6 is for balance. So it brings balance in our lives. And it's what we stand on, right? Really. So it brings our body into balance. So if you are someone who suffers from dizziness, but like the feeling like you're on a boat, then the 6 is really important. Check out your 6s and see if they feel tight. 15 and 6, it's also the first step of the 15 sequence. So in Jin Shin, we're working through so many different levels at the same time. Again, dropping your shoulders, feeling your breath becoming a little bit deeper. Let's take just a few more breaths. And then, all right, gently let go and just hold your middle finger for a moment here. The middle finger, harmonizing fatigue in the body, and also very important to get rid of toxins. The middle finger harmonizes our fatigue flow, which is critical to keep up our immune system, to also get rid of toxins. So yeah, I can tell you that, yeah, I'm in Holland right now, and my father's house burned down. So I know he's 90 years old and his office is downstairs. He's still very active, he's working. But everybody was fine, but my daughter was in the house too. And so we've been walking through the house, and we've all have had some toxins in our system from the smoke. Everything is black, everything is broken. So emotional toxicity and physical toxicity, clearing our lungs. So a lot of trauma. So this flow is really good for trauma, for the lungs, for emotional toxicity, for physical toxicity. So that's why I thought, it's good for everything and everyone. So that's why I wanted to share it with you today. And so because often his wife listens in today too. So Jessica, this is for you. And then, so let's practice the other side briefly. We have a few more minutes. So we'll hold 11, 3 and 23 together. Let's take 3 breaths here. And, again, dropping your shoulders. Very nice. So Richard, the art of Gingen is really about bringing awareness to your body, like understanding, why the locations are tight, and it's getting to know your own body so that we can help ourselves in a very simple way by applying these simple holds. And yeah, again, this is a powerful flow for many, many things. And so observe the difference between the right side and the left side. The right side harmonizes our lifestyle, the here and now, today. So mine certainly was tighter on the right, for sure. And that's why I went there naturally. We naturally know where to go. And the left side is more older genetic stuff. So let's take another breath here, and then let's move our hand to 15. In the groin area. So now we're holding 11, 3 and 15. Yeah. And yeah, it's important that you are comfortable. So always when you practice jinshin, that you're comfortable, because for the energy to flow, it's important that we're sitting comfortably. Again, feeling for the pulsation. Feeling your breath becoming a little bit deeper. Letting go with the exhale, and then receiving with the inhale, receiving the new. Nice. And now let's take our hand off the shoulder And we place it on the 6, if you can reach it, which is I'm just going to move back a little. 6 is right here at the sole of the foot. And again, if this is hard for you to reach, by all means, you can hold the 1, which is probably reachable for everybody. And when the 1, you can go a little bit more on the back of the knee. Okay, so this or like this. But if you can reach it, please do. And you can put your nails. I say sometimes jinshin is like acupuncture without needles, and it is. It's, you know, we use our fingers, but we're going into these locations, and the energy starts to spiral, and we go really into the bullseye where it feels tender, and so that can feel really good. Very nice. So gently let go. So again, this is the toxic flow or the immune booster, or for traumatic experiences. This is wonderful. Releasing stress, getting rid of fear, and bringing about joy and balance. So let's gently take our hands off and we'll practice my favorite mudra. Place your palms together, again, dropping your shoulders, and then folding your fingers, keeping your middle fingers up like this. So folding all your fingers, right? And keeping your middle finger up. Remember before that we held the middle finger, and now this is a mudra. And the mudra is a spiritual hand position that are powerful. They come from the ancient traditions. We see them in Japanese culture in the past. Yeah, we see them in Indonesia, everywhere, you know. You see them in museums when the Buddhas are holding these mudras. So in and of itself, they bring about a spiritual awareness when we practice them. So today I'm placing my hands right here at the chest, at the heart chakra, opening up our heart. Taking one more breath, and we're on Facebook as well, so I'm going to sign off here, and we'll see you tomorrow for Wellness Wednesday, and staying in another moment here with the meetup.